Now I hand over the mic to our chairperson to kindly carry on with the technical session 2.
Now I begin to start the session. First, I will introduce Dr. Amritmay Kumar Chaudhary, Senior Person, Associate Professor at TIAS. Please start your paper.
Respected Director, sir, Chairperson, and all dignitaries, dear students. In fact, I am going to present a paper which is written by Dr. Binita Jha, and I am the co-author, co-writer just. So this is related with the literature, that what is the main importance and opportunity and prospects of web technology in literature. In fact, in the modern digital culture of hypertext novel, kinetic poetry, and computer games, our conventional ideas of literature and our everyday socio-cultural practices are challenged by the tremendous impact of the new digital media or web technology on our literary culture or the print culture of storytelling. We have to identify the 5 features of the new media as mentioned by Manovich in his book, The Language of New Media, which are modularity, automation, variability, numerical representation, and transcoding. Explaining this culture implications of new media, Manovich states that most important characteristics from the point of view of culture is transcoding, the way culture and computers interact with each other, and the way, in particular, gets transformed under the impact of computer and information technology. Similarly, Janet Murray, one is the author in literature, a theorist of the new digital media, described digital culture of narration or interpretation of literature as procedural, participatory, spatial, and encyclopedic. Both Murray and Manovich do believe that cultural categories and computers are substituted on the level of many of language by new ones and derive from the computer's ontology, epistemology, and pragmatics. So once literature writing enters with the new media, it obviously might not remain what it was before. Since analytic text is very much like a cluster of related texts that quote, comment upon, amplify, remediate one another, and it is potentially extend and expand the opportunities of literature culture in material, referential, cognitive, and ideological terms. So as such, the purpose of this paper is an attempt, a modest attempt to highlight the opportunity and prospects. I have just ignored here the issues and challenges because there are so many limitations. Only the prospects and opportunities of web technology or new digital media in literature culture in a descriptive manner. It is simply explanatory. Expositions is here. No any data is taken for analytical or empirical things. Only this is a descriptive. So I will say a few things which is just given by the different authors, and accordingly I will conclude it. Literature in the 21st century, Hales asserts that the role of computer is not peripheral or incidental to electronic literature, but central to the performance, play, and interpretation. Technical and digital tools have made literature not only easily accessible, but also pervasive and progressive. The digital revolution has made possible the unflattering of text through the use of sound, image, or movement, and this material extension of the text is also supported by Manovich attributes of the new media and modularity and transcoding that Murray, a spatial and digital environment. The animated series on television for children these days on mythological figures like Ganesha, Chota Bheem, Hercules, and so on, has changed the recent scenario. The children show their own more interest in watching these serials than listening to a story of their grandparents like me. It has not just declined the old tradition of a storytelling, but has widened the gap between the generation. So this is one of the limitation. I just ignoring these things, but how it is enlightening, how it is just creative, the imaginative thinking, that is the main purpose of this paper. So the material extension of the text, image or pictures has of course a negative aspect, but it is enlightening the mind, perception, beliefs, thought, and just inculcating the values in the children. So that is started from the mass media. Once we think about how the values is formed, how the value is formed, right from the birth, from the parents, how the media, mass media, helping to just inculcating the values in the personality of this. This is the way more, more important. I would just like to conclude when Dick Higgins, in his book in 1978, Dialectic of Centuries, differences between modern and postmodern fiction, while the earlier asked questions like, how can I interpret it? I am in which part? And the latter is said that which world it is, and how and what we will have to do. So keeping these things in mind, we have to just consider the web technology or internet for the development, how to just structure, manage to write more and more, create more thinking, create more writing, and just develop an analytical readers in the society. Thank you very much.
Thank you. The next speaker, Mr. Anil Kumar Jharotia, Head Department of Library.
Good afternoon, respected chairpersons and director sir, chief executive sir, and my dear friends. My topic is awareness of apps for users in digital era. Myself, Anil Kumar Jharotia. Introduction. Mobile apps is a software application developed especially for use of computing devices such as smartphone, tablets, rather than desktop or laptop computers. Mobile apps usually users by connecting them to internet services more commonly accessed on smartphone, or help them by making it easier to use in internet on their portable devices such as smartphone and tablets. The wireless technology, the smartphone with apps are becoming an integral part of everyday life. Mobile device in library and information services, mobile phones which is help to library services. If any faculty have a book, then we can remind through SMS. Electronic textbook, users can read e-books through this app, and e-readers, Kindle and Banners and Noble Nook, the new generation use these devices. iPod and iPhone, other MP player mobile devices can use library for audio and video tools. Tablets. The user can access the library's resource through tablets while away from the reference desk. These are main mobile apps. Home library apps. Home library apps is a very convenient software application for reading books which contain over 2,400 classic works of English literature and cover almost all fictions, journalism, children's books, and other e-books. Collection of best English language writers. Student library apps. This app is available on Google Play. Students and users can freely download these apps and share it through smartphone. National Digital Library. This app is available on Google Apps. Users can download, and it is a project of IIT Kharagpur, and it contains e-book, e-journals, magazines, and also video lectures. Users can use these apps and access required reading materials. Dropbox app. If we can read email and we have a large number of reading material, then we can use Dropbox apps and send email through Dropbox. Google Maps, it is a very famous apps, and mostly use these apps. Google Maps apps have to user to find a required location. To many users use the app using the search any locations. Maps Duolingo app. Duolingo app is a fantastic language learning tool. It is a totally and completely free app. This app offers the 6 languages: Spanish, Italian, English, Portuguese, German, and French. Once we select the language want to learn, it's presented with the learning of 3 sort. Benefit of mobile apps. Many companies that use their mobile apps to their advantage are offering rewards and app subscriber. For example, time to time, Amazon provide offer and use this app and get discount. Conclusion. Libraries are moving forward in providing access to digital collection via mobile devices. In the near future, more and more people will be able to experience digital collection in palm of their hand through a smartphone with mobile apps. Mobile technology has become a boon to the libraries. A library may reach the remote users effectively by adopting mobile apps and mobile technology in its services. Mobile phones are invaluable tools for information communication. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Next speaker is Ms. Surbhi, research scholar. Diksha.
Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, friends. My name is Diksha Zrati.
And I am Surbhi Prakriti.
And today we are here for the presentation of our research paper, Latest Trends in Web Latent Semantics. As we know, the evolution of the World Wide Web gave rise to the multiple search engine categories, but no one knew that after the introduction of so much of websites and search engines, it would be need of structurization and accessibility. So it's a need for learning about the web latent semantics. Now, what is web latent semantics? LSA refers to the analysis of document to find the underlying concept or the meaning. So if a word is a very simple related to a single concept, it would be relatively easier to find our search results. But nowadays, we know multiple words are related with multiple concepts. So it is a big ambiguity, leads to some problematic situations which will be solved by LSA. Like for example here, word 1 is related to concept 1 and concept 3 as well, and word 2 is related with concept 1 and concept 2 as well. So this is what the ambiguity arising.
Mechanism and basic concept of latent semantic analysis. LSA attempts to solve this problem by mapping both words and documents into a concept and space and doing the comparison in this space. Here, for example, there is a document vector which contains some words, and it is solved by matrix into reduced concept vector. Here, cat and dog comes under pet concept, and day, bridge, temperature comes under weather concept. And this is solved by a matrix that is called document vector.
Now the major algorithmic versions of Google engines. As we know, Google is the leading search engine as known by all, but it changes every day and its ranking algorithm also changes every day. So the number 1 ranking algorithm is Google Panda.
This version, known as Panda, uses ranking factor in the form of quality score, which Panda itself assigned to web pages.
This assignment would also be based upon the ratio we create by the site-wide modification factor on the basis of links and inbound reference queries. And when this factor is less than the threshold value, the search is actually lower down ranked in the query section. Next is Google Penguin.
Unlike Google Panda, Penguin version works in real time.
And this differs in the Google Panda by that it doesn't demote a website by the bad links. It actually does not count the bad links in the ranking of any of the websites. Hummingbird.
Hummingbird helps Google better interpret search queries, provide results that match searchers' intentions. It depends on intention of searcher.
It actually is based upon the natural language processing by the humans we use, and if the word doesn't actually exist in our search query, it finds the synonyms and the related concepts. Pigeon.
It is launched to tackle the problem of poor on and off-page search engine optimization.
It actually is dependent upon the searches in which the user location plays a very important role. Mobile.
Mobile. It is developed to tackle problem of a mobile version of the page. Basically, it is used to mobile-friendly pages.
It ensures that the pages are ranked according to the availability of the mobile-friendly pages. If a mobile-friendly page is not available, it will not be considered in the rank done by the mobile. Rank brain.
It was developed to tackle the problem of lack of query-specific relevance features.
It's a part of hummingbird algorithm, and it is used to understand the meaning behind the natural language semantics.
Possum. It was developed to tackle the problem of tense competition in your target location.
It actually based upon the location we are actually at and presents the local results. Fred.
It was launched on March 8, 2017, and it is used to handle the thin, affiliate-heavy or ad-centered content.
It is the latest of the Google's confirmed update, and it targets the website that violate the Google Webmasters guidelines. That is the elimination of all the websites that are used for ad generation and not producing any of the search content we are finding. Now, importance of web latent semantic in digital age. In today's digital era, website development plays a very crucial role whether you are in e-commerce field or you are an e-blogger. Keywords you used plays a very important role
Last 1 minute.
while it comes to the Google search.
Every time the algorithms are changing, giving challenges in front of you, one thing you should not forget, there is no static search engine optimization system that is going to stay forever, as search engine optimization is a never-ending process.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. Next speaker in the chain, Mr. Deepak, Assistant Professor, CPI.
My topic of the research paper is green computing. Firstly, what is a green computing? The green computing is a term which is basically used to define the efficient use of resource in the computing. It is also called as, in other word, green IT. Green computing is where organization adopt a policy of ensuring that the setup and operation of the IT produces a minimal carbon footprint. But what is the issue in the green computing? The basic issue in the green computing is energy efficient in computing and promoting the environment-friendly computer. It is just a study and a practice of designing, manufacturing, using and disposing of the computer server and associated subsystem. Next is, what is the objective of the green computing strategies? The first main and basic objective of the green computing is to minimize the energy consumption, and second one is to purchasing the green energy. Third one is reducing the paper and other consumable used. Third one is minimizing equipment disposal. Fourth is reducing travel requirement for the employees as well as customer. What is overview of the green computing and why we are focusing on a green computing? The greening, your computing argument is a low risk way for your business to not only help the environment but also reduce the cost. It is one of the largest growing trend in business today. Making a proper decision to go green in the workplace such as offices not only improve the net profit of the business but also reduce the carbon footprint. Reducing energy usage, which also reduce the carbon dioxide emission as well as energy bill, is the most effective thing you can do. What is the history of the green computing? Basically, the history of the green computing is that probably it was first coined by the energy stars, that is optionable and that is mentioned on the various energy link, and which was begun in the 1992. First of the result of the green computing was a sleep mode. Now we are using the sleep mode. That is the biggest advantage of the green computing. The function of the green computing is that the computer monitor and various other devices use that mode. Now the question arises, why we are using the green technologies, why we are using focusing on a green computing. The basic is the climate change. As you are aware of that we are emitting out the carbon dioxide, and more carbon dioxide increase the greenhouse effect. So there is a requirement of green computing. Second one is energy saving. Nowadays we are using the electrical device, and now more and more electrical devices are come into existence. So in order, we have to save the energy. Third one is in reliability of the power. That is the first one is climate change. First and foremost, the conclusive research shows that carbon dioxide and other emissions are causing a global climate and environment damage. Preserving the planet is a valid goal because it aims to preserve the life. Planets like Earth that support the life are very rare. None of the planets in our solar system or nearby the stars have the M planets. Second one is saving. Green computing can lead to the serious cost saving and over time. Reduction in energy costs from the server, cooling and lighting are generating the serious saving from our corporations. Third one is reliability of power. As energy demand in the world goes up, the energy supply is decreasing and the energy efficient system ensure the healthy power system. So more and more companies are switching toward the green technologies. Fourth one is computing. Computing power consumption has reached the critical point. Data centers have been running out of the usable power and cooling due to the high densities. And what is a solution and where are using the green computing? First one is the green computing can be implemented through the virtualizations. Computer virtualization servers are available that various MNCs are incorporating the same thing like of the IBM, SCL, that all are providing us the green computing. Second one is power management. The digital power management are available. A CPI allow our operating system to directly control the power saving aspect of an underlying hardware. Power management for the power system are desired for the reasonable, prolonged battery life for portable and embedded system, reduce cooling requirement, reducing noise, reduce operating costs for the energy and cooling. And third one is the power supply. The Climate Savers Computing Initiative promotes energy saving and reduction of greenhouse effect by increasing the development and use of more efficient power supply. Fourth one is storage. As the storage devices are increasing, so there is a requirement of the green computings. And there are three routes available, all of which are vary in cost as well as performance as a capacity. For example, the desktop drives, laptop drives, and solid drives. In the way we are using same as a green computing. Approaches to a green computing. Video cards. A fast GPU has the largest power consumption in the computers. Energy efficient
Sir,
display
please
option
conclude.
available. No video cards. Use of motherboard video outputs. Reuse or other video cards. Approaches to a green computer. Display devices. Now the various display devices are available. LCD, LEDs are available. And LEDs has much more less power consumption as compared to CRT1. Material recycling. Material recycling also another way of the green computing. Implement the green computing. Telecommuting. The goal of the green computing. The basic goal of the green computing is to minimize the heating effect as well as the better utilization of the energy. The pathways of the green computing, we are using the green use and we can adopt the green disposable. Now the what are the implementations of the green computing, like in the Google also implementing the Blackles. Blackle is a search engine that provides the green computing concept. Second is zombies computers are available, fit PCs, Sunray thick clients. Advantages. Advantages of green computer are the energy saving, environment friendly, cost effective, save more power, can give the tax right now. Disadvantage, high rate of cost, no ready easily, still in experienced way, sacrifice performance and not for everyone. Conclusion, as now there is a trends adopting there, we have to focus on a green computing which is available for our survival. Thank you.
The last speaker in this row, Mr. Lakshya, the research scholar, MSI.
Hello everyone. So the topic of my presentation is sentiment analysis. So basically here first I want to talk about social media and WhatsApp. Everyone knows about social media, the Facebook, WhatsApp and all other stuff where we can talk to our friends and family, and WhatsApp is used by us in our everyday life. So here as we can see these are the stats for the Asia Pacific region. So here we can see the total population is 4.153 billion in Asia Pacific, and out of that there are 1.9 billion internet users, and there are a total of 1.4 billion social media users in our Asia Pacific region. And here these are the stats for India. The population of India is 1.3 billion as per VR Social website, and out of the 1.3 million, there are 130 million social media users in India. So here, the social media penetration in India has increased a lot after the introduction of Geo, because it has provided us with data. So here we can see that there are 196.02 million social media users in India, which is even more than the population of United Kingdom. So this is a graph which shows the social media dominance. Here we can see that Facebook is the most dominant social media platform on internet. It has almost more than 2.2 billion users, and this was said by Mark Zuckerberg on his Twitter handle. So sentiment analysis is basically judging the behavior of an individual from the messages he or she sends. So this is the process of sentiment analysis. The first step in the process of sentiment analysis is text input. The input, the messages we want to use, and the second step is tokenization, which basically means splitting the words into different parts. The stop word filtering means the words which are used most frequently by us that don't serve a meaning, like the, a, and all these kind of words. And negation handling basically means that negations change the meaning of the sentence totally. So there are three levels of sentiment analysis: the document level, sentence level, and phrase level. Document level basically means that we judge the sentiment from on a document level. So this is very helpful when we want to find out about a movie review or a phone review. The sentence level on the basis of on every sentence, and the phrase level basically means the polarity of the words, phrases. The main focus in sentiment analysis is on adjectives that we use in our document. So in my research, I have tried to find out the sentiment of the students of our class using the WhatsApp group chat. So I have used R programming language in order to generate graphs and bar charts and word clouds. So this is a bar graph which shows the different sentiments which are possessed by the students, basically from the message they have sent. On the left side, on the y-axis, we can see the numbers, which basically means the number of messages sent in the group. And on the x-axis, we can see the different sentiments which are possessed by the students. This is a word cloud. Word cloud basically means the words which have been used in the chat. The bigger the size is of the font, that basically means that word is most frequently used in the chat. So these sentiments are possessed by the student during the exam period. We can see that the number of messages sent are very low, and they are around 20 messages in the whole month of December. And students try to be positive all the times because it is the exams and all the teachers are included in the group. So this is the word cloud for exam period. This is the chat frequency, the number of messages sent, and we can here see that during the December month there were only 80 to 90 messages sent in the group, and while prior to exams in the month of November and April there were much more messages sent by the students. This is the summary of what's message count. So the conclusion of my work is that it is difficult to judge the sentiments of a person from his or her messages, but I have tried to do that, and in the future work I will basically focus on differencing the sarcasm from the normal messages. So thank you.